All right, I think we're live. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello. We're gonna wait just a second for people to hop on. But hello, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I am Dr. Janet Roark. I'm a veterinarian in Central Texas, and I'm your essential oil vet here to answer your questions about animals and essential oils and really anything else you want to ask me about every Sunday at 7 p.m. on my public page, Essential Oil Vet. Uh, Janet Roark DBM, I think is what it's called. So hello, hello, hello. If you're joining, if you're hopping on, let me know you can see me and hear me, and let me know what essential oil you're using today. I'm gonna put on a little bit of a little minty blend I have here. Actually, and then we'll go ahead and answer some questions. You guys posted some really good questions today. So pretty excited to go through this with you. Really quick before we get started, I want to make sure that you know Wednesday is the Truth About Cats and Essential Oils webinar. So if you're a cat person, you want to know about essential oils and cats and what's true, what's not, what do you use, why is the internet freaking out, then you'll want to join that webinar. Very informative. One of the best webinars I do. I haven't done that one in over 5 years. So pretty excited about that one. Go ahead and hop on. If you already know about this, but you want to join the 7-day Happy Healthy Cat Challenge. We just did the dog challenge last month. This month, we're going to do the 7-day Happy Healthy Cat Challenge. We've never done it back to back like that, but we had so many people asking about essential oils for cats. We decided to do it. My team talked me into it, but you'll want to sign up for the webinar because you'll be able to grab that 7-day Happy Healthy Cat Challenge for 50% off. It's your only chance to do that. So be sure to grab that if that's something you're wanting to do. If you're hopping on here, let's say hi. Let me know that you're on. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay so that I can kind of keep track of this, making sure that we're giving you guys relevant information that you actually care about. So we do have a few posted questions, and our first one is from Colleen. Colleen, actually, she says, I heard you speak at on Dr. Falconer's podcast. Dr. William Falconer is a super awesome homeopathic veterinarian. Very good friend of mine. He used to live in Austin as well. Now he lives in India, and he's really just an incredible human being. And if you like to step on some toes or like to hear him step on some toes, he's a great one to follow if you like podcasts. So you mentioned how we should do our research to find the best essential oil company. What exactly am I looking for? So Colleen, I'm going to keep it super easy, and I'm going to actually recommend that you just use the same one I use because I do all that research for you. But the things that you're looking for is you're actually looking for a company that does GCMS testing at a bare minimum by a third-party lab, which means a lab that's not affiliated with the company, and posts those results, like is very transparent. If you ask them for their results, they'll actually give it to you, and it's by lot number, meaning you can look at the number on the bottom of your bottle, look up a lot number, and be able to correlate it to the test. A lot of companies will do one test on a lot 5 years ago and use that same report for everything, and it's unfortunately it's kind of not the greatest industry in the world. It's a very shady industry. So just like herbs and things like that, everybody's trying to make money, right? So I would recommend just using the one. I've done all the research for you, and you can use the one that I use. And if you want to know how to do that, just shoot me a message. I put my phone number actually in the comments. Please don't everybody call me. But if you want to order essential oils, we have a really great promo going on right now, and I'd love to help you do that. So, Colleen, give me a message, and I will help you grab what you need. And also which oils to use, because I don't want you guys buying a bunch of oils you're not actually going to use. That kind of defeats the purpose. All right. Leon says, what's the ratio of drops per kilogram for a dog of copaiba for dog? So it's not like a medication, guys. Essential oils are not medications. Okay. I will say that again. Essential oils are not medications. Okay. One more time for those of you in back. Essential oils are not medications. So it's not like a dosing like that. It doesn't quite work that way. So most of the time, 1 or 2 drops is all you need, regardless of the size of dog. So if it's a small dog, 1 drop. If it's a bigger dog, 2 drops. They get a little extra. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. Super safe. So if you want to know exactly how to use Copaiba for dogs, check out my website, essentialoilvet.com, and go to featured oils. Featured oils, we have Copaiba on there. That's one of the featured oils. Some of my favorite oils on that website that gives you exactly how to use it for every species. You can also search the page for how to use that. So 1 or 2 drops internally is all you need. If you're using it topically, you'll want to dilute it. Dilute for topical use, everybody. You want to dilute it to 1 to 3%. Carla says, I have a 15-year-old gelding with an ulcer. Are there oils that will eliminate it or just mask the pain until it heals? So there are some oils that are very, very protective of the stomach. The first thing I would recommend, though, is aloe vera juice. Texas A&M did a study using aloe vera juice and compared it to the commercial medications out there and found it to be very effective. So aloe vera juice, 60 cc's twice a day. You can mix it with their food. You can squirt it into their mouth. Aloe vera juice is going to be your best friend. It does take about 30 days, sometimes 60 for it to work. So you have to be consistent. And I usually keep those horses that are kind of ulcer prone on that particular aloe vera juice forever. Honestly, it's super good for them. It's pretty cheap. You can get it by the gallon at Walmart usually. So super great. As far as oils go, your best bet is going to be the digestive blend. I usually do, if they have an active one, 5 to 10 drops twice a day mixed with feed if they'll eat it. Super good for them. So and then if it's not active, 2 drops is plenty. 2 to 5 drops. Christine says, I hear conflicting comments about grain-free. What's the issue? Or is there an issue? Thanks for the replays. So Christine, I did like a 20-minute rant on this a couple of years ago and I posted it in the 7-day Happy Healthy Dog Challenge. So if you want to grab that, you can actually head over to the Learning Center. It's if you weren't in the Dog Challenge, if you guys missed it last month, you can have the evergreen version. You get lifetime access to it. Where's my Learning Center link? Here we go. essentialoilvet.com/learning for the 7-day Happy Healthy Dog Challenge. And you can watch my little rant about grain-free. If you like that sort of thing. But just really quickly, grain-free, not grain-free. Every animal is different, and you're going to hear people on the spectrum of like grain is evil, and then you're going to hear people there's like you have to feed grain or your dog's going to die, right? And everything in between. So I'm kind of middle of the road when it comes to a lot of that stuff. If you guys haven't kind of caught on to that by now, and maybe you're a new follower, but the thing about grain free, there was a study done several years ago that somebody thought that the grain-free foods were linked to a dietary related dilated cardiomyopathy, heart problems in certain breeds of dogs. Okay. That was a really poorly done study. And it was a skewed data. Okay. So the FDA and everybody has done multiple studies over the years since then, and they basically determined that there is a dietary related dilated cardiomyopathy that happens, like a taurine deficiency type of thing but there's usually a genetic component to that as well for these dogs that get this. Okay, so it's a very complicated answer. I'm sorry, Christine, but you asked, so you guys are getting it. And so that being said, that grains do not provide taurine. There is no taurine in grains. Taurine comes from meat, and especially organ meat. So you just make sure that whatever food you're feeding, there's a good amount of organ meat, there's a good amount of meat in it, and there isn't a lot of legumes like peas, chickpeas, lentils, those sorts of things. We think that there might be some kind of binding that happens, even if there's additional taurine added to that food. So it really is not so much a grain-free thing. It's the kibble that it doesn't have, say, rice in it or a grain. the companies are using other products like peas and things like that as the filler, and so those things are not their greatest necessarily for dogs and certain dogs, and most dogs do fine. There's been millions and millions of dogs on grain-free diets that never had any heart problems. So, but there is a dietary component to some boutique foods that are not properly balanced potentially, or have high amounts of those types of ingredients. And so you just want to look at those first 5 ingredients in your dog's food and just be like, okay, I'm really happy with these. And if you're happy with those, great. I'm not a huge fan of kibble in general because of all this complicated stuff, as you probably have heard if you've listened to me talk about food ever at all. So I love raw or homemade cooked diets. I think are really the best thing for most animals, and it's actually pretty affordable. It is time consuming though if you do it homemade. So, but there are some commercially available prepared foods like that. You just end up paying for convenience at that point. Tammy says, can I use frankincense on my 7-year-old Lhasa Apso Wheaten Terrier's front leg that she seems to limp on from time to time? Yes, you can, Tammy. Great question. I really like using the massage blend in particular. You can also use frankincense. You can even do like a little drop of copaiba in her food as well. Just dilute your frankincense and or the massage blend to about 1 to 2% for those little guys, or if she has some sensitive skin. So 1 to 2% means about 4 to 5 drops in a 10 milliliter roller bottle. 4 to 5 drops of oil. Top it off with fractionated coconut oil. Mix it together and then apply that on the leg. Totally fine. Kathy says recommendations for dogs being pulled from puppy mills to help with car sickness and fear during transport. Lavender is going to be your best friend. Now, it's not going to totally eliminate the car sickness. That's usually an anxiety component. You can also help with the nausea. Just remember, like these dogs have never been moved in a car before. So the car is moving. Of course, they're going to get car sick. Just like if you never got on a boat before and then you went on a 3-day cruise, you're like, I'm not moving, but not moving, but my body is moving. My stomach thinks I'm moving, and you get a little queasy. So a little bit of the digestive blend, the kids tamer blend is perfect for little guys. That can help a lot. Melanie, so digestive blend plus lavender. Okay, those are going to be your best friends, Kathy. Melanie says, what oils are good for a dog's ears? So we did a defeat the yeast webinar in the membership. If you're not in the membership, you should be. It's amazing. Just last month that you can still have access to. We also have a free ear guide for those of you that have been asking about that. If you go to essentialoilvet.com/ear guide. Okay, ear guide is the link directly to the ear guide, essentialoilvet.com/ear guide for that. And that will give you what you need. There are some great oils for ears like geranium, basil. I really like lavender. Lavender is going to be amazing for that as well. I usually throw in some frankincense there because there's usually some redness that you want to get rid of. So those are some really great options for you, Melanie. All right. Oh, hi everybody. Oh, I love all your comments. So happy. Okay. Yeah, everybody has a comment about food. Okay. Let's see. Lori, is any of this going to be about cats? So I just go by what you guys ask. So if you have a question about cats, then absolutely you can ask it and I'm happy to answer it. But we just keep in mind that you're going to love the webinar on Wednesday. Wednesday is our webinar on the truth about cats and essential oils. That's all we're going to be talking about is cats. So if you want to check that out, be sure to register for that. I posted the link for registering for that in the comments or in the discussion here. And also, yeah, so you'll want to grab that. And then of course, we're going to be doing the 7-day Happy Healthy Cat Challenge at the end of the month. Again, that's a paid thing. But the webinar on Wednesday is totally free that you can definitely check out. That'll be on Zoom. That's not going to be streamed. That's going to be on Zoom. So you'll want to register for that. And then Sharon says, what about bunny advice? Bunny advice, I would say, grab the safety PDF. Bunnies are they can handle a lot actually, more than you can, more than you think. But I like to dilute for those little guys. You can grab the safety PDF if you actually go to safety. Let's see, where is it? Here we go. Essentialoilvet.com/pet safety. You can grab that. There's a whole page just on bunnies and small rodents that you will find it very, very helpful. All right. And then Michelle, can I give tri-ease to a large dog? Yes, you can. Tanya, what can you use to calm a show cow or show pig with prior to the show ring? A little bit of lavender, just kind of on the inside of their nose or like on their muzzle, can really, really help. So that would be a great option. Even just putting it on their halter can be really beneficial. Lots of good calming oils. Adaptive, Serenity, Balance, all of those are great options. And that, my friends, looks like the last question I see. So grab that safety PDF, come to the cat webinar on Wednesday if you have questions about cats. And I think that the link is it's essentialoilvet.com/cat webinar, I think. But I posted the link, the direct link in the discussion. So go ahead and grab that. All right, guys, that is all the time we have for today. Great questions. I'm so excited to help you, and I hope this was helpful to you all and all of you watching the replay. Please let me know if it was helpful to you at all. On a scale of 1 to 10, give me a score. Well, I can do in about 15 minutes, but hopefully you guys find these Q&As very beneficial so that you can use essential oils safely and effectively around your animals. That's my goal. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday.